Yo, Hendo here with Average Dude Slow-Pitch. Today we've also got Mike Nino out here and Andrew Garcia. We're going to be swinging Mike Nino's brand new Monsta VLRs. We've got the VLR 1, which is your one-piece, kind of a kinetic platform. VLR 2, which is the two-piece. So these are those Dominates.
Oh, yeah.
If you're not friends with Mike Nino on Facebook, you may not have actually seen these yet. But I'm telling you, the paint jobs on them are great, and we're excited to really go out there and swing them. Again, on the kinetic platform, this is a 4,000 composite handle, 1-ounce end load. We're swinging a 25.5. On the two-piece, it's a blacklisted platform, swinging the 3,500 handle, 1-ounce end load, 25.5. So we're out here, Centennial High School. We're gonna back the plate up. We did the math, about 30-ish feet. So we're giving ourselves about 350 to 355 down the lines and about 380, 385 to center. So we're gonna get as many swings as we can. Hopefully the wind doesn't kick up too bad, things like that. We'll come back, final compression, final thoughts.
Let's do it.
All right, as we mentioned, we're gonna swing both the one-piece and two-piece Dominates. Again, the VLR from Mike Nino. If you want to pick one of these up, as we mentioned as well, shoot me a message on Facebook and I'll get you into, or really any of the social medias, I'll get you in touch with Nino, see if he has any left. I know they're selling out pretty fast though. But up first, we got the one-piece. And we're sitting right at 275, which for anyone who's seen a Monsta video is exactly where it's supposed to be. That one piece is going to be pretty much the kinetic tech as well. As you guys have kind of seen though, although the barrels and all that stuff are the same, different models perform a little differently. So that's obviously why we're here to test it out for you. And then the two-piece version, same thing, 275. So what we expect from Monsta, we're going to go ahead. There's about 4 or 5 of us here, put a bunch of swings on it best we can, all Pro-Ms. They've been in the house, same with the bats for the last 24 hours, so nothing wrong as far as cooking them and stuff like that, and see how they perform and come back. All right, as we mentioned in the intro, we're out here again. Got a kind of a group of dudes. We got the man himself, Mike Nino. Obviously, you can see here we don't have lights, so we had to come hit later in the evening. So if the sun's causing any issues there on the camera, I apologize. But just because you can't see kind of this just silhouette of us, you'll still be able to see the performance of these things. But we're starting with the one piece here. This is a 25.5 half-ounce end load, and then we're going to bring out the two-piece here shortly, same weight as well. So let's go ahead. At Centennial, we've got normally 320 or 330, sorry, down the lines, 340, 350 to center. We're about 20 to 30 feet back. So we are playing out to kind of a normal, actually a larger baseball field at about almost 360, about almost 80 we measured out, and then again, right field line 360 as well.
93 miles per hour. 95 miles per hour.
Which one do you like better, the one piece or two piece?
I feel like the two-piece is hotter out the wrapper, but this one's gonna hold a little more, and you can actually put your BP in this one. As of right now, that's what I'm getting out of it.
103 miles per hour. 86 miles per hour. 91 miles per hour.
Oh, and that got out of here easy. And we're at about, I don't know, probably 50 to 75 swings at most at this point on this one. So if you've seen previous Monsta videos, and we showed you the compression 275 starting, it takes a lot of swings to get it down near like 260. So my guess is we're still 265 to 270 with this one.
93 miles per hour.
Which I already told him I said, sign it. So I can't, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure the way it is.
97 miles per hour.
He was like, we do it.
85 miles per hour.
It barely wants to do.
83 miles per
Barely
hour.
wants to do the speed.
92 miles per hour.
You're at about a 370 mark right there.
Yeah, that thing came off real good.
Yeah.
And it's about 95 degrees out here probably? Well, maybe a little less now, but we're 90 plus, so we're definitely not hitting any colder balls like we do kind of during the winter. Should, it sounds like it's more.
93 miles per hour.
I thought
98 miles per hour.
Yeah, and that was slightly low of the sweet spot. You could feel it. It's still a great exit velo.
98 miles per hour.
Towards the end a little bit.
90 miles per hour.
Or, well, because you got the sort by both Q. Yeah. So Q told me.
86 miles per hour. 107 miles per
Well,
hour.
there's the sweet spot.
Yeah.
All 107 of it.
89 miles per hour. 100 miles per hour.
Yeah, if you were a fan of the kinetic, I mean, it's basically a repaint of it, but for me, this one does feel like the sweet spot's a little bit bigger out of the wrapper and on these low swings. The one I have at home, we've got like 500-600 swings on it, and I feel like it took about 200 of those to really feel good and game ready, and I would be 100% willing to game this one at this point.
96 miles per hour.
96.
80 miles per hour.
45 minutes ago.
98 miles per hour.
That got here in a hurry.
That's easily 345 right there in a hurry.
88 miles per hour. 91 miles per hour.
Just natural.
You can just feel it swing after swing, just already getting hotter too.
Yeah. I got you.
92 miles per hour.
Stayed in.
Oh, if it sells good, I thought about it.
81 miles per hour. 98 miles per hour.
I apologize. Oh, I didn't pick up the speed. It was 94 though. It just didn't spit it out for some reason.
101 miles per hour.
Jeez.
You're hitting 340 off the one hop like that. That's pretty damn good.
It definitely, it does, even though it's a kinetic, it has a slightly different feel, I think, than the OG kinetic.
Yeah.
And I think, honestly, a better feel, which is saying a lot, 'cause I think that was arguably one of the best one pieces out.
97 miles per hour.
Yeah, well,
That's 360 off the fence.
yeah, dude. You can't ask for much more out of the one piece at this point. Again, between all of us, we're probably right at 100 swings. We still got a couple more people gonna put some swings on it, but we're gonna let this thing sit in the shade here for a little while, see where the final compression sits at. Obviously, it being warmer, swings on it, normally we let it sit a lot longer, but we at least want to get you a test before we head out of here. But we'll start over to two-piece. We get done with that. We'll kind of get the guys together, chat about what people like about them, and everything they don't like about them, go from there.
Two-piece, baby. We'll put the two-piece to work. Let me
Yep.
stop.
88 miles per hour.
One hop. Give me a one hop. You got a one hop, baby. One hop center field. 300.
95 miles per hour.
I mean, 95 knuckleball
Yeah.
with a 52. I mean, what more do you want out of a U-trip bat?
88 miles per hour.
Swing 4. Already out of here. Way out of here.
Easily. And our wind is still blowing out to right field.
86 miles per hour.
This is too much fun, dog. That's about 30 feet over the fucking fence.
Easy. All right, as Nino mentioned, we got the two-piece. He's put 25 swings on it so far. Mike, what handles on these ones? So it's a 4,000 handle, rough? 35? So 3,500 handle. So a little bit flexier than, well, obviously a lot of flexier than alloys. A little flexier than some of those like kind of 4,000. So if you're somebody who likes the 5s, I'll let you know because I'm a huge 5,000 fan, alloy fan. So I'll let you know how this one feels in comparison. But again, 25.5. If you haven't swung Monster before, the end loads always do feel a little heavier. So to me, this does feel more like a 26, 26.5. So just kind of keep that in mind.
102 miles per
There's
hour.
102 already.
The one piece is back in.
81 miles per hour.
I'm talking about, I'd say 2008, 2010.
Easily, easily.
This hit, that was a 52 300.
That was a 52.
That was a 52.
Yeah, you can tell with it being a little softer, but
So they used to have the Mike and Freak.
both these bats are killing the 52s as well. I'd put them not quite the Louis level, but you could easily use these for 52s. And something that means also as the balls get softer in the heat, you don't have to really worry about either.
90 miles per hour.
That one was crushed.
Yeah.
That was down in our pit out there, which I'll put up a map of the field later, but I thought that one piece was good out of the wrapper. I think this might be better. And a lot.
87 miles per hour.
Yeah, it's easier with this one right
We're
now.
spinning off it.
101 miles per hour.
101.
Did you swing it over there, 27?
100 miles per hour.
100 knuckleball.
Yeah, 27.
3.
100 miles per hour. 99 miles per hour.
One hop. I still see you better with that kinetic tech for some reason.
I think for me, the 3500 handle's a little too, just slightly too flexy.
Yeah.
For bat speed wise, but I'm a big fan of the 4000s, 5000s alloys, but this barrel does feel a little bit hotter, I think, than the kinetic barrel though.
I think
103 miles per hour.
103?
That's a 52.
103 on a 52?
not bad.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
101 miles per hour.
One off a knuckleball, bro. Give me over 100 here.
102 miles per hour.
102, baby.
Imagine that third base.
Yeah, so the two-piece barrel, I think, for me so far, and we're gonna go another round with this thing, but feels a little hotter than the kinetic out of the wrapper. If you're somebody who really likes the stiffness on the handle, this may not be the one for you, but it doesn't feel as flexy as like the ASA monsters that had the real flexy handles, or even the initial 3500. So I can still see myself gaming this one if I wanted a two-piece. The flex isn't too bad, but if you want a real stiff handle, this won't be the one to go with, but you will not be disappointed by the barrel performance. So let's get some more swings to everybody, and we'll come back and final compression it. And then like so.
81 miles per hour.
All right, we've now got 150 swings, maybe a little bit more on the one piece, but right at 150 on the two piece. Final compression test here, both started right at 275. Again, we didn't really even let these cool down, so I'm willing to bet we probably could get even almost closer to 5 compression back if we let them sit for a little bit. But either way, on the one piece, we're sitting just over 250. So like I said, we've put 150 consecutive swings. It's 90 plus degrees out here. So I'm willing to bet if we give it some time to sit, we're seeing closer to that 260, 265 based on kind of how we've seen it in the past. Plus again, we're a little higher elevation here. But either way, if you can get 150 swings on it and it feels as good as it does now it's game ready, and knowing Monsta, at that point, put it in your bag, game it, it's gonna last for a long, long time. For the two piece, dial it up to 0. Yeah, and the two piece is still sitting at 275. So again, I think we'll have to go back and look, but we're probably sitting closer to the 200 mark on the one piece and closer to the 125, 150 mark on the one piece. But just to kind of make sure we didn't mess anything up on the first one, we're gonna dial this back up real fast. Yeah, and so on that side, we're sitting about 265. So that makes sense. Honestly, I don't do a good job, and I don't think any of us really did, of making sure we're rotating it as we go. So at times, we probably put a little bit too many swings on one side and then come out here and test. But either way, as you can see there, we're somewhere between kind of that 260, 270 mark either way with almost 200 swings. So just something to keep in mind. We'll chat a little more here in the final thoughts. All right, and we're swings, velo, and final compression complete. Again, VLR 1, kinetic platform, VLR 2, blacklisted platform. And I'll let kind of Nino go first with kind of his thoughts between the one and the two piece. I know he's been gaming his here for a little while there with straight play as well. So he's had a little more experience with it, but I don't know, probably first time straight out of the wrapper with the no kidding models that's going out to everyone else. Let him kind of talk about it. I'll give my thoughts on it and we'll kind of wrap it up from there.
Yeah, absolutely. So we started off with a two piece and then the one piece. Obviously on this one, it has the 3500 handle, has a little bit of flex. This is a 4000 handle with a stiffer handle. This one has the blacklisted technology. This one has the kinetic technology. Both great bats. For me, a lot of you guys know that follow me, I like a two-piece bat. But for some reason, when I picked up the kinetic in the beginning of this year, I loved it. So we end up doing a kinetic platform here, and I just pretty much I'm not going to get away from the one piece, man. I moved over to the one piece. Obviously, you saw me hit today.
Yep.
I just can't get away from it, man. These ones are a little bit more hotter, in my opinion, the two pieces out the wrapper. But I feel like once you put some swings on it and it starts breaking in, I feel like these are hotter for me. But for Hendo, everybody's a little different. So.
Yeah, and honestly, I agree. If you saw, and you've kind of seen me post about it quite a few times this year, the regular kinetic model, one of my favorites out there, one of my favorite one pieces, especially because, again, they get real hot, past compression. This one's no different. I do think this one was a little bit hotter out of the wrapper than the OG or the original Kinetic, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
For me as well, I would game the one piece over the two piece, but not by much either. Like Nino said, the two piece definitely was hotter to me out of the wrapper. We've got about 125 swings. You heard us mention the compression. You saw that one's still sitting nearly 275. So the fact that it's going to get even hotter, I can only imagine how good it's going to get. So if you like any flex at all, or if you don't really care, kind of in the middle of either way is fine. The two piece may be the way for you as well. If you're somebody who wants that stiffer handle, you want like the one pieces, you liked the Kinetic, then again, there is an option here with this one. I could find myself gaming either one. I don't really like a lot of flex, but this 3500 handle didn't feel as flexy as previous Monstas or any like the ASA ones, things like that. So that's definitely kind of a positive for me, but there is still a little bit of flex in there, and I can tell at times, maybe through the timing of kind of where my hands were, swing speed stuff, off by just a little. But the end loads on them, if you haven't swung Monsta, just know you're gonna feel the end loads. I know there's some companies out there, you buy a 1 ounce end load and you're kind of like, hey, is this thing actually end loaded? These are going to be end loaded. You'll get to feel it. Not that they feel heavy. Both of these were scaled. The two piece was just barely over 25.5. The one piece, or no, sorry, the two piece was dead on 25.5. The one piece was just under 25.5. So you're not getting a bat that's super heavy. You're just getting kind of the end load that you wanted. But either way, if you want to pick one of these up, Nino's got about 10 of the one pieces left. Is that right? I don't think he has any of the two pieces. You're going to have to look for private sales on those. But either way, hit me up if you want to grab one. Hit my Nino up. But again, shout out to Nino for coming out, hitting with us.
Absolutely.
These things performed every bit as good as I thought they would with kind of how Monsta's been performing. And keep your eyes peeled for even more of these. Again, even if these are sold out, add Nino on Facebook, because what's going to happen is he's going to have plenty more models coming out in the future.
Yeah.
Not anytime super soon, but in the future. And first place to see those pre-orders is going to kind of be through him as well. I do share his stuff on both our Average Dudes and obviously my personal page as well. But if you miss those, by having Nino there, it's kind of another way to kind of see what's dropping here in the near future. So. Again, hopefully you enjoyed the video. We appreciate you checking it out. Thanks for supporting the channel. Have a great night.
Yeah.